Did you wind back an hour yesterday? Because it's thought o'clock. Howdy seedlings! Welcome to a segment on my channel dedicated to learning practical life skills, like doing a cowboy's bird of paradise, or a Wild West snow angel. Today, I'm going to show you how to take a scientific approach to daily life. That way you can microscopically see what's working or not working for you, and then make the changes that lead to your own definition of success, wellness, and peace. The Thought O'Clock film crew works tirelessly to bring you quality content, so please give that like button a mindful, delicate smash, and go ahead and subscribe as well to join the garden of seedlings. Today, I'm going to teach you how to improve any area of your life using the scientific method. What does it look like to be so nerdy that you run experiments on yourself? It looks like this. For some of you, science is intimidating. It's for white lab coats and long, boring research papers that are not intended for you to understand. Science feels really cold. It doesn't seem like it's rooted in reality. It's owned by people in academia, and because girls and women and people of color struggle to get into higher education, and even when they do, can't afford it, but even if they could, still have a lower chance of receiving research grant dollars or becoming department chairs. It doesn't feel like science is for you, but that's wrong. Science is not confined by an ivory tower, and it's for everyone to use. The scientific method allows us to see what works and what doesn't work for us. What's more, we must use the scientific method, and we must do it alone sometimes, because what works for others may not work for us. So let me talk about this new product that I'm using and how I incorporate it into my life using the scientific method. This is the Vital Vitamins Brain Booster pill. This supplement claims that it's a brain fuel complex, states that 1 capsule a day will increase your memory, focus, and clarity. But I can't be completely sure that's gonna happen unless I measure something. And what I've chosen to measure may not be a surprise. It's how fast it takes me to solve a tough sudoku puzzle. This supplement has vitamin B12, bacopa monnieri extract, phosphatidylserine, just dimethylaminoethanol. So what I'm gonna do every day for the next 2 weeks is take 1 brain booster pill in the morning and then play 1 game of tough sudoku sometime in the afternoon in the PM, and then time myself. By taking this pill every morning, I'm consistently changing only 1 variable in my daily life. So the brain booster pill is called the independent variable. The time it takes me to complete a game of sudoku is called the dependent variable, because it's the thing that I wish to change. After 2 weeks, I can compare the numbers in a clear way by looking at the changes from day 1 to day 2 and so on, calculating the line of best fit and the correlation coefficient. You know that kid in class that sits right in the front and center and raises her hand all the time? You're looking at her. So far, on average, the brain booster pill is shedding about 1 minute and 12 seconds off of my sudoku game every single day. However, the correlation coefficient, or R value, is 0.74, so it's not super reliable. The R value is a number between 0 and 1, and if my R value was closer to 1, the relationship would be stronger. But if you don't want to calculate this, of course you can just make a graph to see if it looks effective. And finally, you can also just eyeball what's going on with the numbers. If I only eyeballed the numbers, I could still see that my sudoku time is generally going down. Each level of analysis is obviously going to be more or less critical depending on how detailed and accurate you want to be. At the end of the day, I would argue that just logging your experiments and attempting any level of analysis is already a mark of clear thinking. I wanted to make a video explicitly about experimentation because seriously, not a lot of people do this. Think about how often people claim that they can get by with very little sleep, but never actually run an experiment to find out if their brain functions any better with more sleep. Or how about the person who feels they need to be up to date on the news, but suffers from consuming it in so many other ways, like through anxiety or frustration? Part of minimalism is consuming only the things that generate value to you. This is highly personal work and sometimes subjective, but I encourage you to take a scientific lens to your daily life so that at least you try to dissect what's going on, what's working, what's not working, what gives you life and passion, and what drains you. How much sleep you get, what you eat, what you buy, whether or not you exercise, the people in your life, hold them all up to a magnifying glass and see for yourself what is valuable to you, and vigilantly discard the rest. I know this concept is simple enough to understand, but there are two key ways people always get sidetracked when doing this. Number one, trying too many products at once. So if you're trying a new thing, be it a pill, supplement, cosmetic product, food, or new habit, try to stick to just one change at a time. Because when we try too much at once and when we do too much at once, it becomes stressful. And then it undermines the fact that we were trying to live our lives better. So this ties into the second problem that a lot of people may face when trying to experiment in their daily lives. And that is getting too in your head about things. So when you try a new product, try your best to be unbiased about it. All in all, I think nuance is really important when we're trying to practice the scientific method in our messy, dynamic daily lives. And I can't make this point strong enough. So for example, I've shared that my sudoku times have improved while taking this pill. What are the potential confounding variables though? Well, just playing Sudoku daily for this timed experiment is inherently improving my Sudoku skills. Am I simultaneously practicing other habits that would bolster these outcomes? Heck yeah! I sleep 7 to 9 hours every night, I exercise regularly, and I practice mindfulness through journaling and self-reflection. All of these things are likely helping the experiment, so I can't credit everything to the brain booster pill. The last thing I would say is, wow, this brain booster pill is a total game changer. My memory and focus are through the roof thanks to this pill, and I believe I'd be so much worse without it. I'm gonna link my self-experiments Notion template down below, and you can use this to fill out an independent variable that you would like to measure, a dependent variable to see result from that measure, and some space to fill out any claims about this independent variable or what your hypothesis is. And then finally, there's a simple log. So do play with it, personalize it, but I hope this Notion template helps you feel that this is accessible and that it's normal for an adult to play with science. And back to the talking head. Notion is a great platform to organize your thoughts. That way you can stay accountable to constantly pivoting and growing toward your best self. We all have the ability to be prolific beyond our imaginations, courageous beyond our imaginations, and really live the lives that we want. But all of that requires a healthy dose of self-awareness and an impartial look at what works and what doesn't work for us. So I hope this video renews your love of science, the scientific method, and I hope that the tools I'll link below can help you organize your thoughts. Please like this video if you think I have a Notion problem and I should get it checked out. With enough likes, I'll look into it. What else can I ramble on about?